Lived-in precision, an empowering concept. Hair fashion continues to be told through a visual and wearable stories. Shake up the imagination. Think past happy eras, the roaring 20s, the summer of love in the 60s, and the loved-up rave scene of the 80s. Consumers will seek out looks that stimulate and make proactive or confident statements. Rise up and rediscover the joy in design. Embrace the opportunity, and most of all, have fun.
Anna will be creating the Malika, an editorial upstyle with a strong foundation that will last all night. Notice that Anna has already preset the back section. This also helps us clearly see the sectioning she has for this look. Starting from the high point of the head, she's created 4 segment triangles to isolate in this shape. When we do upstyles, we need to think about the end and think smart about how we can isolate our sections to get us to our end result faster. Anna's now going to demonstrate the curl technique that she's already completed in the back of the head. This hair has been prepared with Redken Iron Shape 11, a heat memory styler with heat protection. Using the Samvia texture iron, you can see Anna depressing the texture into the hair, just into the root area, approximately 2 inches from the scalp. Next, she comes with the Samvia iron, and she's going to create curl. Because Malika has color-treated hair, she has this iron set on the color-treated setting. This helps to protect Malika's color and give it more longevity. Now Anna is going to begin feeding the hair through the iron. The texture at the base allows to give more volume and stability as she builds the shape later in this look. Watch the control that Anna has with this Marcel iron. Feeding the hair through, she's creating a figure 6 that will sit half off base. A Marcel iron versus a spring-loaded iron gives you more control over texture, particularly when you're working with long hair. As Anna removes the iron, notice the stability of that curl. This is because of the product that's placed into the foundation. By using a heat memory styler, this gives control so that you don't have to continuously add product to the hair. Now Anna is continuing her sectioning, moving towards the front of her client's face. Now notice what she does differently as she sets the hair with this texture iron. In the previous curl, the texture iron was pressed into the hair approximately 2 inches from the scalp. Notice how now on the second curl, Anna's going to extend the texture pattern in the hair all the way into the midshaft. What do you think that by alternating the length of the texture in this curl, how will it affect the end result? As these curls cool and then are released, this alternating texture pattern will allow the hair to set within itself, but the variation will make it so that it's invisible to the eye. When you're working with an iron, how do you decide what depth or how much hair can you put into one curl? Well, here's a tip for you. The depth of the section should never be more than the width of the iron. This allows you to have consistency in how the heat is distributed through the hair. Once the curl is set with the iron, use your Sam Via dry section clips to secure and hold in place. These clips are unique because of the elastic band within it, so it doesn't create any marks in the hair. Now, as Anna continues to move forward, the width of the section becomes wider, so she splits it in half so she can continue to have control. Remember, the previous curl, the texture went all the way to the midshaft. So now, because we're alternating, both of these curls will have texture into about 2 inches from the scalp. Here is the final set with the curls. Notice the 2 subsections that have not been curled. This is all about working smarter, not harder. We really want to be thoughtful about where's the end result and where do we need to spend our time setting the foundation of curl. Many times when creating up styles, the challenge is we invest so much time in curling the hair, but we're not using the right techniques or products. So when it comes time to style it, it all falls apart. By focusing on the foundation with the right product and the right tools, it's all easy from there. You can see that as Anna continues to work through with the Artist Series Polishing Paddle Brush. Notice the direction that she's using it. On the side of the head, the brush turns vertically, so it follows the grains of the hair. This brush is a combination of nylon and boar bristles to help give ultimate smoothness when brushing through hair. Now here's something to pay attention to. Anna just used her tail comb to create a zigzag section around the hairline. This is where the editorial feeling comes into the shape. By leaving those soft, simple strands of hair out of a look, it gives it a great organic beauty that seems effortless. Now that the hair has been smoothed, it's been secured with a clip. Anna is now curling only what she needs curled. This is where we work smarter, not harder. This shape is inspired by the silhouette that we're seeing on trend right now with the shag. If you think about what a shag haircut looks like, it's narrow and short on the sides and long in the back. But we also see an incredible amount of volume through the top of the head as well. When we're creating up styles in the salon, we need to take those trends and translate those silhouettes so that there's something that's exciting to the client, so they feel like they're not getting a dated look in the salon. Now, once his hair is set, we need to brush through that curl. Notice how Anna is taking her Artist Series finishing brush and placing it with the bristles facing the floor as she starts around the hairline. Then the bristles move into the hair as she elevates and brushes the hair up. This helps to keep the hair smooth and the tension consistent through that section. Now she's going to twist the hair, so watch what she does right here. The hair twists away from her face, but the movement goes towards her face. As this gets secured, you can see how this was mirrored on the other side, but the opposite section went towards the back. Here you have it. Now let's work through the front. Again, zigzag sections through the front hairline to leave softness and an organic finish around the face frame. Can you see how the variation of texture from the texture iron plays into as that hair drops into her face? Because Anna used different depths with the texture iron, it's much more invisible to our eye. Now, gently gathering the hair on top of the head, create a soft bun effect. Use hairpins to set in place. The goal is to have this be really organic, not finished, not a tight locked-in bun, something that looks very effortless. Use your mirror, step away from your work to get the full effect. As you build the shape, use hairpins and grips to secure. Many times in upstyles, less work is more. If you overwork the shape, we lose the essence of the beauty of it. Now notice how Anna is ruching the hair and separating the curl. This all comes back to how she set the foundation. Because the hair was set with iron shape 11, then textured with the texture iron and curled, that's what gives us the strength to hold into place. Can you see how this is starting to build a similar silhouette to a shag haircut? Notice the volume at the top and the narrowness through the sides. Think about the tools that we utilize when we're creating upstyles. Lots of times to create this frothiness, you might want to reach for a comb or a brush and back comb. But can you imagine how compact that result would be? Don't forget, another tool we have are our hands. This gives such a more delicate finish and more control over where we're placing the individual pieces. Anna's continuing this technique through the back of the hair to open up the shape and give more volume. Now, the reason why this hair is staying where she puts it is because of the placement of the product and the texture and the curl all in combination together. This is looking incredible. And really, again, mimics that trend of what we're seeing with shag and natural texture in hair. And here we have the Malika. Vision, artistry, products partnered with the right tools to create lived-in, beautiful texture. Now it's your turn. Use your artistry and vision, get out your tools, and create.